What's the worst experience you've ever had during a medical appointment? I was 28 when I started having severe abdominal pain. After weeks of agony, I finally got an appointment with a specialist who had great reviews online. I was desperate for answers. The waiting room was packed, and I waited 3 hours past my scheduled time. When I finally got called in, the doctor barely looked up from his computer. I started describing my symptoms, the stabbing pain, nausea, and how I couldn't eat. He cut me off mid-sentence. Sounds like you're just stressed. Have you tried yoga? I was stunned. I told him I'd lost 15 pounds in a month and something was seriously wrong. Young women always think they're dying when it's just anxiety, he said with a dismissive wave. I'll prescribe some antacids. Come back if it gets worse. I tried to explain it was already unbearable, but he was already typing my discharge notes. As I stood to leave, I doubled over in pain so intense I vomited on his shoes. Instead of helping, he jumped back disgusted and called for a nurse to clean up this mess. The nurse took one look at me and called for emergency transport. Turns out I had a ruptured appendix that had been leaking for days. I needed emergency surgery and spent 2 weeks in the hospital fighting sepsis. When I recovered, I filed a formal complaint with the medical board, including the records showing I'd been dismissed without proper examination. 6 months later, that doctor was suspended pending review of multiple similar complaints. I now work as a patient advocate at that same hospital, making sure no one else gets dismissed the way I was.